So hello guys, in this video we are going to see about how to deal with the exceptions in the Python. Basically we are going to see what are the different types of exceptions, and I will just post the video one by one with of all the exceptions. So we'll start with the very first exceptions and one more exceptions which I'll let you know. Basically in this video we are going to talk about two exceptions, which is the type error and the zero division error. Now you can see here I have prepared the documents. I'll open this with I guess let me open this with Atom. Okay, we need to wait, I guess. Okay, so come on, this is taking time. Okay, so you can see here this is the thing which I was talking about. I've already prepared a different type of the exceptions which are here, and I'll explain you one by one in each and every video in different videos. So in this video we will cover the first two exceptions. Now before moving on to, since this is the first video, I'll let you know what are the exceptions actually. So what is the exceptions is basically happens when you do some error in the Python or in any of the coding language. Now every coding language has their own way to deal with the exceptions. In Python we deal with the exceptions using try except block. In Java we deal with the try catch block. Excuse me. In C++ also you will find the exceptions, and that is the try catch exceptions, and in Java too, as I've already told. But there are different kind of exceptions when it comes to Python, but that is not so much when it comes to Java or rather C++, and that is the one of the reason you can say that why the Python is called the dynamic programming language, because it has the capability to deal with all the exceptions and print out all the exceptions which are without crashing the program. The main purpose of dealing with exceptions is to prevent crashing of the program. So we'll deal with all the exceptions one by one. In this video we'll cover this type error and we'll cover the zero division error. So let's get started. So basically you can use any of the IDE. I'll prefer to use VS Code. Now I can show you the different IDEs which you can use. So basically I have the three IDE here. You can use the VS Code, you can use the PyCharm. This is the professional edition. You can go with the PyCharm community edition as well, or you can simply go with Atom as well. This is also a good IDE for compiling of the Python codes. So just let's get started with this one. So there is documentary here. Here you can see that here it is Python 3.8. When you will install the Python, then it will automatically this will be installed. So let's just check out that thing, Python 3.9 module docs. So it will open the local host. I have already opened this one. Then you can search your exceptions. When you will click on search, you will reach to this page. And you'll have to click for the here built-ins, and then you can get to this page, and here all the different type of exceptions are there. Now since this is a complete documentary, so you will get a lot of exceptions out here, lot of theoretical concept out here, but I will explain you the proper particular concepts which you will require, or what are the exact exceptions concept which you will require to compile the program or to prevent the crashing or getting any error in the program. So let's just get started with this one. So you can go to any of the IDE. In this video I've already mentioned I will deal with the two, only the zero division error and the type error, because I don't want to make the video very long, because a longer video is definitely kind of boring, as that too I can understand, as I'm also the student, so it's okay. So we'll click on new file and press Ctrl S. Let it be try catch, right? Try catch.py, not trycatch1.py. Okay, click on save. Now what we'll do here is now I already told that I will be dealing with the zero division error and the one more try catch is of type error basically. So what we'll do is we'll write the try in the Python, and here we'll give the code. this one. This is I'm telling you the syntax. This will go with the codes. Alright, and the exact syntax is accept, and then again code here is the printing statement of the error. Alright, we'll go with the code. Okay, so this is the basic syntax of the try and except in the Python, which is basically used to deal with the errors. Now I'll make sure to comment all this. So control slash. So see, as it is commented. Now just let's move to the video without wasting any more time. So first what we'll see is zero division error, right? So we'll type zero division error for better clarity. Now let us suppose we have declared a value which is n, and that is a natural number or maybe a number. So we have entered the value, as you know that how to enter the value in the Python. You int then input. So this is how you enter the value in Python. So now we all know by the basic mathematics that dividing any number with 0 is definitely forbidden, or it will proceed the result to infinity, which is completely unacceptable in programming languages. So what we'll do is simply we'll write n equals to n by 0. Okay, so since now n has value the infinity, so it will give you error. Let's see what error it gives, and we'll execute this one. So we'll enter the value, let that value be 6, let us suppose. So yeah, you can see here it is 0 division error, division by 0. Now for someone who is reading your program for the first time, they will get a bad impression or a wrong impression that it is giving error or the program is getting crashed time to time because of some error. So what you can do to prevent this error, or simply notify or the coder that you have done this error, you can do is you can use the try catch, and that is what the try catch is used for. So we'll type n equals to n by 0, and we'll print that thing, print n. Now we'll go to the except block. Alright, and we can print anything, that's not a big deal. You have made 0 division error. Alright, so when you go ahead and print this one, so we'll get to see that output as you have made a 0 division error. Wait, except it hasn't it entered or what? Okay, let's clear this and run it again. So we'll enter the value, we enter the value as 7. So yeah, so you can see here that you have made a 0 division error. Alright, now let us suppose if we have done this error, or maybe we haven't done 0 division error, then also it will print. Yeah, so you can see here that here it is made a 0 division error. Now let us suppose we have done different types of error and we don't know which error is that. So Python also provides the advantage of getting known that what kind of error you have done. For that you have to take the except. Just one thing you have to notice, I'll tell you that in the end I'll just let you know that Python executes the single set of statements unless you provide a loop or something like that. Okay, so like suppose if you have entered the n equals to 10 by 2. Okay, 10 by 2 okay, 10 by 2. Okay, so and you try to print this 2, print 10 by 2, then it will simply print if it is correct, but it will not judge the error. Now let me show you that thing too, and it will do that thing. So we'll enter the value of n, 8. So see, you can see it has simply printed that you have made a 0 division error. Now it has not printed this statement. It simply means that it will execute the very first statement only. So if you are in a try catch error and you are thinking to use it as a for loop, never make that mistake, because initially it's feel like it gives the example of the for loop, or it gives the syntax same as for loop, but that is not the case at all. You don't know how it works. So basically the thing is that it only execute a single line of code, and that is the very first syntax which is given. It will read that and print that and print the errors. If there is a mistake according to that, it won't even bother to go to the next line or check for the another set of code which is written. So just get that thing in your head. Now I was saying about zero division error. So we have done this. Now suppose we haven't done zero division error, then what is the error? How we'll get to know that we haven't done this zero division, but we have done any different error? So what we'll write, we'll simply remove this one. You have to mention here that it is zero division error, and that is how the error is used. Now here this is quite a simple syntax. I don't need to explain this. See, as you all know that as keyword, this keyword is used to assign this one value to this value when it only in try and except block till now what we have studied. Alright, so we have assigned this thing as this one, so we'll simply go ahead and print ERR, print that thing, ERR. Now we'll execute and we'll get to see that we have got the zero division error. Now we just need to, so we can just go ahead and so we'll delete this one to make sure that we have cleared the screen. We now will enter the value as 9 and we'll press enter. Okay, we haven't executed this one. Okay, so we'll press any value and see it is since it is not divisible by 0, so it is giving division by 0 or zero division error it is showing. Now the second thing which I am going to show is a type error. Type error basically is the most common type of error, but since this video is already extended a lot, so I would just make sure to cover that in next video. Thank you so much for watching the video.